everyone, and welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Sam.
And we are back on Valentine's Day, or near Valentine. We're talking about Valentine's Day. So every day right now is a day of love. And we're looking at To My Valentines. Spencer and his friend Tracy are out buying the perfect Valentine's Day gift for Spencer's girlfriend or wife, Catherine. Last year, he did not do well at choosing a gift. He got Catherine flowers and chocolates, and I think it's safe to say she was not super excited or happy about this gift. And you mentioned that you don't like chocolate either, but you're okay with flowers. So if your husband had bought you the same gift, you might also, like Catherine, have been a little bit disappointed.
Yes. If my husband came home with a huge box of chocolates, I would probably look at him like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Did you buy that for yourself? Because you know I'm not gonna eat them.
You don't like chocolate. So
No.
What would be your perfect Valentine's Day gift? Or what would be something you would be excited to get from your husband on Valentine's Day?
Well, actually, I do really like flowers on Valentine's Day. And so usually my husband will come home and he will normally just walk in the door. But on Valentine's Day, a lot of times he will pretend like he forgot his key or knock on the door. So I have to go open it and he'll have a big thing of flowers.
So that's nice.
I always think, even though I know that it's coming because he does this every year, I still like it and I still think it's cute. And then we always will go to a nice dinner, and then sometimes we'll give little gifts, like maybe a little piece of jewelry or something like that. But I still like the flowers. I think it's fun.
And does he always give you the traditional roses, or does he kind of mix it up a little bit with
Usually
flowers?
it's mixed up. Actually, I guess the last few years we haven't done roses. It's been a bouquet of pretty other flowers.
Nice.
Except for not lilies, even though I like them. Cats can't eat lilies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Lilies and cats don't mix. So there you go. That's a good tip for anyone. Don't buy the traditional boring gift, but if you can find an interesting twist on that traditional gift, that shows some thought. That shows you're making an effort. You don't have to go crazy, but just don't go boring. All right, let's get back to Spencer and Tracy, see how Spencer avoids going with boring this year. Spencer and Tracy continue their search.
What Valentine's Day gifts do you give Morgan?
I make things like cupcakes and photo albums of us. I also design and make my own Valentines.
That's terrific. How does Morgan take them?
All right, so we are back, yes, with Spencer and Tracy. They're still at the department store, and they are still looking for the perfect gift for Catherine, Spencer's girlfriend or wife, that he wants to give her for Valentine's Day. It says Spencer and Tracy continue their search. And when you're doing a search, or when you're searching for something, we can use it as a verb. It means you are looking very carefully for something that is not easy to find. It's not just right there in front of you. You don't have to search for a 7-Eleven in Taipei, because there's always one around. But if you're looking for, I don't know, a really good pizza restaurant, and you're in the middle of the countryside, ooh, that might be hard to find. You'll have to look very, very far. It will take a long time. Maybe you'll use the internet or ask for someone's help, because a search is looking for something that is not easy to find, like the perfect Valentine's Day gift for Catherine. So let's get back to the dialogue. Spencer is now asking Tracy about her Valentine, that is her friend Morgan. Spencer asks, what Valentine's Day gifts do you give Morgan? And I guess this is Tracy's partner, her lover. So yeah, what did you get him or her?
Yes, and so Tracy says, I make things like cupcakes and photo albums of us. So Tracy is more on the side of I like to make things and kind of create things that are more special about us. And she also says, I also design and make my own Valentines. So she doesn't just make the gift,
yeah.
She also makes the card, because when we say a Valentine in this way, Valentine, the word itself, can be used in quite a few different ways, because we can say, this is my Valentine, as in the person that I want to share Valentine's Day with.
Lover.
Yes. And then I can also say the card or the little special, usually it's a special card, and that is also called a Valentine. So this says that she designs her own Valentines. So that means, we use this word design, she is creating it, decorating it, maybe cutting the paper and gluing it together, and maybe designing the artwork on the front, something like that. And again, this word design, it means to kind of create the way something looks. So you can design a room, you can make the room lay out the way that you want it to. You could design some, we usually will put something with it like graphic design. So you use a computer to create like commercials or print ads, things like this, and you have it all very pretty and designed, all this kind of interesting thing to look at that draws people's attention.
There you go. That's a different kind of gift. It will probably save you some money, but it will take more effort and more time if you do the DIY Valentine's Day gift. DIY, of course, meaning do it yourself. You make it by yourself. That's a very good idea and not boring. Quite creative, but it will take time and effort. But Spencer is very impressed with Tracy, how she does the DIY gifts and DIY cards. He says that's terrific. It is terrific. It's really, really good. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. And then he says, how does Morgan take them? Well, using their hands. No, we don't mean how do they take them, like here, take this. That sort of means, are they happy about them? How is their feeling when you give them? When you give them your DIY gift, do they kind of go, oh, I wanted chocolate and flowers, not this homemade gift? You know, so are they happy about getting this kind of gift from you instead of something expensive from the department store? Well, we'll find out after the break.
He says he loves them, but he seems a little bored with them.
He's a fool. I'd take those over a wallet.
I'd like to do something different this year. Do you have any ideas?
Morgan's into sports, so tickets to a sporting event would be good.
Yeah. Wow, I never thought of that.
Okay, so Spencer just asked, how does Morgan like the gifts that Tracy makes for him? And so Tracy responds, he says he loves them, but he seems a little bored with them. So maybe she does the same thing every year.
Oh.
And maybe he's like, oh, I already have a whole bunch of photo albums of us. I think I'd like something different.
It's true. Maybe he took all the photos. They're in his phone. They're on his Instagram. Why does he need a photo album? And maybe she's making like ketchup and kimchi cupcakes or something really crazy and not very delicious. We don't know if she's a good cook. after all. Anyways, but Spencer thinks that Morgan should be happier about Tracy's homemade or DIY Valentine's Day gifts. Spencer says he's a fool. So he's a very silly person. He is wrong to not be excited about your wonderful homemade gifts. And Spencer has a reason for calling Morgan a fool. He's not really insulting him. He's just kind of saying, I wouldn't think the same way as him. I think he's being silly. I would be happy about those gifts. And he says why. I'd take those over a wallet. If you would take something over something else, this means I would choose this one before I chose that one. So I'd take a coffee over a tea. I like coffee more than I like tea, and that's why he thinks Morgan is a fool, just kind of saying he made a bad choice.
Yes, and we use the, I guess actually Spencer used this word fool. So fool is a noun and a fool is a person. It could be a person who is maybe not so smart, but a lot of times we use it as a person who is not really acting in the right way in a situation. So again, maybe in like a classic story and the fool is doing something kind of silly that most people wouldn't do, then we might call them a fool. And here, Spencer thinks that Morgan is a little bit of a fool because he doesn't like this gift that Tracy's putting so much effort and work into. So he thinks, that's a little bit silly. I'm surprised he's kind of acting like that.
Yeah.
So that's how we might use that word. And then Tracy says, I'd like to do something different this year. So again, she must have done this maybe the last couple years. And now she's thinking, I want to do something different too. And she has her friend Spencer here and says, do you have any ideas? So Spencer, you're a guy. What do you suggest?
There you go. He might have some good ideas. Tracy spent all this time making these gifts, and her friend Morgan is never super happy, so maybe I'll try something different. And Spencer's suggestion for Tracy is Morgan's into sports, so tickets to a sporting event would be good. Okay, yeah. If you know what your friend is into, what their hobbies or interests are, it's always a good idea to get something about that subject or that hobby that they have. He's into sports. He likes sports. He's a sports fan. He's watching games on TV. He reads the sports news every day, that kind of thing. So tickets to a sporting event would be a good idea. What is a sporting event? It's something where games or matches or competitions are happening. It's a baseball game, a soccer game, a badminton match, whatever kind of sport is going on, is happening, that would be a sporting event. So yeah, next time there's a baseball game, get some really good seats, some tickets with some good seats, take your friend, buy them the hot dog and the things they want, kind of make it a special day. If your friend is a sports fan, this would probably be a wonderful gift.
Yes, and so Tracy says, yeah, wow, I never thought of that. So she had never thought, that could be a really good gift to give. So I'm guessing that's probably what she will do.
I hope so, but she should also know what team Morgan supports. If he's like a New York Yankees fan, don't buy him tickets to a New York Mets baseball game because a sports fan would not be happy if you make them watch the other team. So she'll need to do a bit of research, get those tickets online, but I'm sure it will be a great day. All right, guys, that's all the time we have, but more Valentine's Day gift ideas coming your way tomorrow in Part C, so please join us for that. Bye-bye. Spencer and Tracy continue their search.
What Valentine's Day gifts do you give Morgan?
I make things like cupcakes and photo albums of us. I also design and make my own Valentines.
That's terrific. How does Morgan take them?
He says he loves them, but he seems a little bored with them.
He's a fool. I take those over a wallet.
I'd like to do something different this year. Do you have any ideas?
Morgan's into sports, so tickets to a sporting event would be good.
Yeah. Wow, I never thought of that.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 search 名词，寻找、搜寻。After a long search, I found my missing wallet. 寻找了很长一段时间后，我找到了我遗失的钱包。下一个单字 design 动词，设计。Karen has designed dresses for many celebrities. Karen 为许多名人设计礼服。Celebrity 就是名人。下一个单字 terrific 形容词，很棒的，极好的。Mr. Smith thought my report was terrific. Mr. Smith 认为我的报告很棒。下一个单字 fool 名词，傻瓜，笨蛋。I felt like a fool when I realized I had left my phone at home. 当我意识到我把手机忘在家里时，我觉得自己像个傻子。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个，我们先来整理 take 的用法。take 可以当作认为、选择、猜想的意思。用法整理如下。第一个用法 How does somebody take 加名词，指的是某人如何看待什么事情。我们来看看这个例句 How did you take the comment? 你怎么看待这个评论？第二个用法 Take A over B 指的是选择 A 而不是 B。我们来看看这个例句 Mike took the chocolate ice cream over the strawberry. Mike 选择巧克力冰淇淋而不是草莓。第三个用法 Somebody takes it that 加主词加动词，指的是某人猜想怎么样。我们来看看这个例句 I take it that you're not interested in this movie. 我猜你对这部电影没兴趣。下一个文法 Somebody is bored with something. 某人对某事物感到厌倦。be 动词可以用 get 变得，或者是 seem 似乎来替换。Bored 是一个形容词，意思是感到无聊的。这里要注意介系词的用法哦。我们来看看这个例句 Alicia was bored with the party, so she left. Alicia 厌倦了这场派对，所以她离开了。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Hey, it's Kiwi on the street. I'm Kiki.
And I'm Winnie.
There are a lot of foreigners in Taiwan, and sometimes they will ask you questions, but we're stuck answering in the same phrases. So today, let's work on some translations.
Let's see what our friends have to say. Thank you.
Okay.
你明天要干嘛啊？
What are you going to do tomorrow?
What are you going to do tomorrow?
What are you going to do tomorrow?
Very good. Okay.
What are you going to do tomorrow?
Very good. Do you have any plans tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow? Very good. Okay. 你想不想去看电影呢？
Do you wanna hang out with me and watch the movie?
好像少了什么。
Do you want to take a look at the movie?
Do you want to take a look at a movie? Very good try. Do you want to try one more time?
Oh, do you want to watch a movie?
Do you want to see a movie.
Do you want to see a movie or do you want to watch a movie? Okay, very good. Good job. 那我们今天学到了什么呢？
How do we say these sentences in English? The first phrase is, what are you up to tomorrow? You can also say, what do you have planned for tomorrow? Are you up for a movie? You can also say, would you like to go to the movies? And these are our sentences for today. KiWi later!